Hey, welcome to Blue Jay Banter, day 2 of our bracket selection. We've got 3 guys on here today, so we're going to really power through some brackets. Um, I'm just going to be totally upfront with everybody. I was just telling Joe here that the sharing feature is kind of not working, and it kind of is. So we're gonna see if we can get it to work here. But joining us today from Jay's Classic is Joe Subject. Joe, how you doing?
Doing great. It would be a little bit better if Creighton was in the big tournament, but we'll take what we can get and we'll still try to enjoy March Madness as is.
Crown, baby.
We
What do you think of the crown?
it you know, it's great to be able to watch some more Creighton basketball, so I'm not going to complain too much, but it is a little sad to kind of see all of our other Big East counterparts pass on the opportunity.
Well, yeah, I don't get some like Providence. I totally get it. Okay,
Right. Right.
but like Seton Hall, what the hell is that? Like
Yeah.
they're on our budget, so it's not like they've got tons of money. Like I don't quite understand that.
Yeah, there must be some advantage they think they can gain going into next year by skipping it. So, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Obviously, Nebraska it worked out well for them playing in it last year.
Yeah, the only thing is like most teams like say, well, it's a great advantage if you got a bunch of players come back, and we're fairly young. Let's just assume everyone comes back. Then it's a huge advantage to us because we can practice for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
You know,
it's totally fair.
so
Absolutely.
that's a huge advantage. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna try and get through this here. I'm gonna try and go out of this for a second and see if we can make this work so everybody can see the bracket. But Joe, I think you did you. Let me explain to the folks out there maybe didn't see yesterday. Okay, so I've got a pre-filled bracket already out. If you're able to see it, if not, we're just gonna go the first round, just upsets. It's and upsets defined as 9 through 16. So we're going to do that first. We're going to go through, and then we'll just do region by region, um, and we'll go through it that way. Joe does Jay's Classic. If you haven't seen any of his product, what are you doing? It's great. It's fantastic. Follow him on Twitter as well, as I'm scolded all the time for calling it Twitter, but I don't care. It's much easier than saying X. So follow him there, and he does great work. Got anything special coming up?
So I'm gonna have a pod coming up shortly, just lessons we learned from this season. As being Creighton fans, I'll talk through some of that. But yeah, I mean, the rest of this off season, I'm gonna be posting daily highlights. I went through and watched like old games, a ton of old highlights. So I collected my favorite uh few hundred. And so I'm gonna be posting daily highlights. So if you're looking for a shot of Jay's nostalgia over the summer, Jay's_classic is where to find it on Twitter or X.
There you go. So you're going to tell us the lessons we learned. Interesting. I think we
As
all would
fans,
like to
as
hear that.
fans. Yep, yep.
I think we would all like to hear that. Yeah. Well, one of the lessons is let's not take anything for granted.
Yeah, absolutely,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like it's crazy, but we
Yep,
kind of have.
right.
Um, yeah, it's nuts. Anyway, all right. So we're gonna go. While I get this, we'll get started. So go ahead. Give us in the Duke Regional, upper left in most brackets. Give us what you've got there.
So as far as upsets go, I have TCU over Ohio State. It seems like a lot of people like Ohio State. I'm going TCU. I really like David Punch. I really like Xavier Edmonds, and I really like Jamie Dixon over Diebler. The coaching
Really?
experience. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There, you and I vastly disagree. The reason I'm going with Ohio State is because of Jamie Dixon.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I just like his experience. I know they've had some crash outs in the NCAA tournament back at his Pitt days, but I like the way they've been playing lately. I'll take TCU.
All right.
Um, aside from that, I have Cal Baptist is one of my bigger upsets. I have Cal Baptist over Kansas.
Holy
Yep.
cow.
Yep. I feel like sometimes it feels like the really talented prospects are given a little too much credit sometimes in the NCAA tournament, and you'll see them have early exits. I really like Darren Peterson. I just with the in and out that he's had this season, I don't know how you know well that team has gelled this year, and their offense has really struggled down the stretch. So I'm going to take Cal Baptist in a pretty big upset there.
That is a big upset. I was looking, I'm with you there on the Kansas part. But then Cal Baptist, I was like, yeah, it's their first time in. Had you got, say, Akron or somebody? Yeah, I'm
Right.
all in.
Right. Yep. Yep. It's
Um,
it's a it's a stab. I didn't have, not to spoil it too, but I didn't have Kansas winning my next round game if I had them advancing anyway. So I was like, you know what? I'll take a stab at Cal Baptist here.
okay. Very good.
Um, go.
Anything else?
Yeah. One other one I have South Florida over Louisville. I think this has become a really popular one. But it's a short spread. Louisville will potentially won't have Mikael Brown. So give me USF. In that 6-11.
Again, one I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but it's one that I kind of like. And again, more based on Louisville than South Florida. Because if you watch the first half of that South Florida Wichita game, that was some ugly basketball.
It was. Yep. It was. I just we watched Louisville play Creighton last year, and Pat Kelsey's team didn't seem ready to play against Creighton, so it didn't inspire a ton of confidence in me for him going into this year. So we'll see how they do. Maybe he took some lessons out of last year's performance, but give me
Hey,
USF
guess
until
what,
further
Joe? You can
notice.
see the screen now, right?
I can. Yep.
All right. We're there. All right. So let's I'll get USF in here. So let's I think I will. Okay, so we got Duke TCU.
Yes. Yeah, I just give me Duke. Duke in that one.
All right. And then Cal Baptist and St. John's. I know where you're going here.
Yep, give me the Johnnies. Give me the Johnnies. I will say, well, I'll get into more about the Johnnies in a second. Well, yeah, give me the Johnnies here.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, Joe. I'm on the wrong bracket. That's the problem. There we go. All right, so you want St. John's there. Then we will have South Florida.
Yep, and then TCU in the one above as well.
Yep, I got it. South Florida, right?
Correct.
You got them
In the
advancing?
6-11. In the 6-11. I have Michigan State beating South Florida
Probably a
in
good,
the uh
probably a good move there.
in the second round. Yep.
All right, and then UCLA UConn.
Yeah, this one
Very
I did waffle on this one. I really like UCLA. They seem to be peaking at the right time, and I don't know exactly what the status of Silas Demery is. It seems like he probably won't be 100%, but it seems like that he will play. UConn obviously lost to Creighton and Marquette relatively recently. But it should be a home game for UConn. UCLA is 3-7 when they travel to the Central Time Zone or further east. So
ooh,
give me
nice
UConn
stat
in that
there.
one.
Nice stat there. Yeah, I know. I've heard UCLA's kind of the sexy pick to go all the way to the Elite Eight, but I'm thinking they might not get out of that first game. They
They really may not. Yeah,
yeah,
UCF is dangerous there.
yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so we have UConn, Michigan State. Who you
Yep.
got there?
I have UConn winning there too. I think
All
I
right.
think it seems like a lot of people want to pick UConn to lose early this year, and I just Dan Hurley's historically done really well in non-conference games, not only in the NCAA tournament, but just in general. And they had a lot of non-conference success this year. All these games are on the East Coast. I think their fans will travel well, like always. So give me UConn advance into the Elite Eight.
Yeah, he made that. He made that point at the Big East tournament too. And
Yep.
then the big matchup. I think everybody would love to see Duke St. John's.
Yep. I'm this is a bit of a stab. I'm taking St. John's here.
You're not the
I
only one.
okay, yeah. So I am nervous about, Duke not having Caleb Foster. I will say St. John's in the NCAA tournament not having the advantage of being able to play probably as physical as they would like makes me nervous. But
Yes.
I just think they have the bodies to match up with Cam Boozer. The physicality, the length, the athleticism. If they hit some shots, I think St. John's can take down Duke. So give me the Johnnies. And
And
then
final, who you got?
I have St. John's here again. I mean, we just
Ooh,
saw it
wow.
in Madison Square Garden. Rick Pitino, it feels like he's got one last magical run in him. So give me St. John's in that one.
All right. Hey, by the way, I should mention. I'm sorry I didn't mention this. If I didn't mention yesterday, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I did. But anyway, the scoring system we're using is the single one, not the doubled one, which I think is not very accurate. So 1 point for round of 32, 2, 16, 3 elite 8, 4 final 4, 5 to the final game, and then you get 10 points if you pick the champion because I think that's very
Awesome.
important. All right.
Yep.
Let's go down to the bottom. Who you got for upsets in that first round of the Florida
I
region?
have Iowa over Clemson.
Okay. That's a toss
Yeah,
up.
yeah, definitely a toss up. Give me Bennett Sturts. I have Troy beating Nebraska, and that's a little bit heart over head on that
Really
one.
hatred for Nebraska. I get it. Although,
Yeah,
although, you know, Nebraska struggles rebounding. If they don't rebound well, they're going to get crushed by Troy because Troy really rebounds the basketball.
yeah. I let me just say, without trying to jinx Nebraska, I guarantee Nebraska will win. But but give me Troy for my bracket.
All right.
Um, and then give me VCU over North Carolina. No Caleb Wilson's a big deal, so give me VCU in that one.
Yeah, yeah, that's a popular pick right there.
Yeah,
And
very.
I will say this from a point spread perspective 13 points seems a lot in that Nebraska game.
Oh, I also do
That's
have
it.
Texas A&M. Sorry. Yep,
Oh,
I
okay.
also do have
Yeah,
Texas
that,
A&M.
that that's again, that's I'm going. I'll tell everybody I'm going A&M on that one too.
I
Okay,
I yeah,
let's
yeah.
move along. We got A&M in Houston, Battle of Texas.
Houston. Yep, give me Houston.
All right, and then we go VCU and Illinois.
Yeah, I'll take Illinois in that one as well.
I think to me they're the most curious team in this whole field. Like, how are they going to do? Then we got Troy and Vandy.
Yeah, give me Vandy.
Vandy's a
I like
If
their
Vandy
guards a
plays
lot.
anywhere close to the way they played Saturday, they're going to romp. And then Florida, Iowa.
Florida.
All right, Florida and Vandy. Where are
Give
you
me
going?
Florida. Give me
Yeah, they're
Florida.
going
I
to.
yeah, we
Yeah, that's a bad draw for Vandy.
it really is.
Florida's going to
I
crush
would
them in
have
the rematch.
yeah, I would have liked to see Vandy get a different matchup, maybe make a deeper
Yeah,
run, but I think that's just a bad
yeah.
matchup
It's kind of
after they
like
just
St.
smoked
John's
them.
and UConn in the same region. It kind of got screwed there. And then
It is.
Illinois, Houston.
I'm going Houston just based on home court advantage. I think in a different city, maybe Illinois would have a better shot, but give me Houston playing literally at home, essentially.
Joe, I understand that. And you're the second person doing these brackets that's talked about home court advantage. I just want to say one thing. In my thousands of years of watching the NCAA tournament, it means almost nothing.
I mean,
The road to the Final Four is littered with teams who played in their city or very close to it and have lost. So
I think you can build the argument either way, but
yeah.
because there are plenty of examples to your point, but I'm gonna lean with the home court advantage there in a
So
game that I thought was a toss up otherwise. So that's the
who are you
tiebreaker
taking?
for me.
Florida, Houston.
Florida. Give me
Okay.
Florida.
All right. So we got Florida. All right. Let's go up to the Arizona region. Who you got for upsets?
Utah State over Villanova.
Very popular pick there.
Yep. And then you're gonna hate this, but I'm gonna do Missouri over Miami for the same reason. I think in a first round matchup, playing essential, 2 hours away from campus for Missouri, um, I think that's a big deal for a team that I don't know that their fans would have traveled particularly well this year. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't
they're
know how
gonna be
much
in St.
enthusiasm
Louis.
they have anymore over there in Missouri. They used to travel. I like the pick though. I think that's a toss up game, and you gotta at least throw a 10 in there somewhere, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Missouri certainly could be it. Okay, let's go to Missouri, Purdue.
I have Purdue.
Gonzaga, BYU.
Gonzaga.
Wisconsin, Arkansas.
This is a great game. Wisconsin, they've shown they can beat the best teams in the country. They won at Michigan. They won at Illinois. They won against Illinois on a neutral. They beat Michigan State. They won at Purdue. Give me Darius Acuff in Arkansas, though. If it's a one-game situation, give me Darius Acuff.
So you're taking Arkansas?
I am taking Arkansas.
Oh, okay. I was just, when you picked Wisconsin, I was like, oh, yeah, something just clicked in my head that I hadn't thought of. And I've used this term for about 10 tournaments in a row. The roads are littered with torn up brackets of people that don't take Wisconsin in the round of 16.
It's true.
Every
It's
year.
true. It's different.
Every year.
It's true. They
you
had
want to take them out in the first round. That's why people are doing High Point. And I'm like, just a horrible draw for High Point.
it is a bad draw for
I
High
think
Point
they
too.
Beat any of the other fives.
Yeah. High Point wants to turn you over, and Wisconsin doesn't turn it over. I think that's a tough draw.
Arizona and Arkansas.
Arizona.
And then
Too much.
Purdue and Gonzaga.
Give me the better Braden Smith, so Purdue in this one.
Yeah. Do you know Huff? Is he healthy at all?
That's a good question. I have not checked that recently, so I'm not 100% sure.
I'm gonna have to look at that later today because with him, they're a totally different team.
Correct. Yep.
Even a partial him, I think, would help them a lot. Arizona, Purdue.
I have Arizona. Purdue had a great run through the Big Ten tournament, but they're overwhelmed.
All right, let's move on to Michigan and the Michigan region here.
Yep, give me Akron. No JT Toppin for Texas Tech. They did fine initially, but they've lost. I think they're 3-3 now without him or so. And
we got marijuana gate going on there at Alabama.
And then we have that, so I also have Hofstra going.
You do?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. It was a little bit of a toss-up for me, and then that kind of tipped me over. So I have Hofstra in that one as well.
That's one I got to look at. Anything else?
Santa Clara over Kentucky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me. I really would like to take Santa Clara. Just worry about Kentucky's size. Okay, Iowa State, Santa Clara.
Iowa State.
Virginia and Tennessee.
Yep, I'll take Virginia.
I think they're the most overseeded team in the field, by the way.
I think you're probably right. I did not plan on picking them to the Sweet 16, but I like their draw.
And then Georgia and Michigan.
I'll take Michigan, and then in that Hofstra Akron game, I will take Akron.
All right, Joe's taken. This is something. If you watch, by the way, if you missed it, I did a bracket tutorial yesterday, and so if you missed that, go and look at it. It's from yesterday, and one of the things I said was you got to be careful on taking two upsets in the same pod because then you're stuck with two upset teams.
Yep. I'm doing it anyway.
Don't get that upset, then you're screwed and you lose points. But in this format, see, you're not hurting yourself so bad. In the format where they double the points every round, you're kind of losing a lot of points. Although I think that format, and you've probably done those formats before, haven't you, Joe?
I've done all kinds of variations.
To me, in those formats, forget the first two rounds. It doesn't matter.
They're essentially meaningless.
Final four, right?
Yeah.
Because you're getting so many points.
Yep.
All right. We got Michigan, Iowa State.
Correct. Yep. I'm gonna
jump ahead. Michigan and Akron.
That's who I had though. Michigan and Iowa State. Yep.
And then who'd you got winning it?
I've had a hard time with this one. I'm gonna take Iowa State to be different. I think more people will pick Michigan, so this is where I'm gonna.
You got to have. Well, you already have a little bit of a
wild card in the Final Four.
So
yeah,
that's good because very seldom is a good chalky. All right, so we got St. John's in Florida.
Florida. Give me Florida.
And Arizona, Iowa State. Oh,
love to see the rematch.
Give me the last 4 minutes of that last game for 40 minutes.
It was unbelievable.
It'll be a classic. It'll be on Jay's. It'll be on Jay's
yeah,
classic.
Yeah, let's see him put it on an LED court this time. What about that in the Final
Yeah, there
Four?
you go. How did you like?
Uh,
Did you like the court?
um, I I have mixed opinions. I don't think I would love to play on it, so I understand the players having some apprehension about it.
Yeah,
Um,
I kind of liked it. I'm
yeah,
just me.
yeah.
I like the
I
stuff
think if
they did after the game when they put the whole score up there and the highlights and stuff. That was pretty cool. Like if you're sitting in the second deck, that's pretty cool.
yeah, I think in the arena is probably better than the viewing experience on TV. But
I
and
did
I
hear
also
some
didn't.
players are having headaches, so
Yeah, that's not ideal.
yeah.
But give me Arizona in the rematch. You know, it's tough to play the same team twice in a short amount of time, but Arizona is just overwhelming in their talent.
Which would
And
be
then I've got
yeah, unbelievable championship game, Florida and Arizona.
yeah, this one feels because I'm going to say this, it won't happen, but it almost feels inevitable to me. I with Caleb Foster being out for Duke, I feel like Arizona and Florida are kind of on a collision course here. And so I'm going to take Arizona in the championship. Um, yeah,
I think
I
that's
think they're very complete. They're deep. They can beat you in a lot of different ways. They have the size to match up with Florida, which is really Florida's huge advantage um, in most matchups. So give me Arizona. This will be a fun one.
Joe. You were awesome. I was on Jay's Classic one time, but I rambled on for like 2 hours. I think Joe will never
I
have me back.
no, I want to have you back. The problem is you're kind of my bracketology guy, and Creighton wasn't really in the mix this year. So whenever they get
Yeah.
back in the mix,
I
we
did.
I'm
Joe,
gonna
did
have
you
you
see
on,
I
no
did
problem.
very well?
That's great. That's great. I
I
didn't
did
see
number
I didn't see your
14 and
final
Kentucky.
result. Did you
I
get did you
I
get
flip
68 out of
flopped. Here's
68?
the deal. Less than 2 hours. And me and my partner Dave at over Brackville, we had NC State in the playing game, Missouri as a 10 for 2 weeks. And right like 2 hours before, I go, a lot of people taking Missouri. I had to take one more look at this. And I go, God, it's really close. I'm going to flip them. And Dave goes, yeah, I think you're right. Had I not, I would have ended up in second.
Yeah, it's the
That's what
second
always
guessing.
happens.
Yep,
So,
yep.
all
Good
right,
stuff.
Joe, thank you so much. We'll be in touch. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim.
Best of luck. All right. We are moving on from Joe and we're bringing in AJ. AJ, what's up? Uh-oh. Can you hear me, AJ? AJ cannot hear me. This is the same thing. Maybe I got to do the stop sharing thing. Maybe that'll help. I can hear you, AJ. I can hear your keyboard.
Tim, can you hear me? I can't hear you for some reason. 1 second.
Yeah, this happened with Joe too. Okay, so while he gets stuff set up, we're going to talk about Infusion Brewing. Wow, what a great place to go watch Thursday, Friday, even tonight and tomorrow night. Go to Infusion Brewing. Go to their wonderful tasting room they have. Get a flight so you can taste test a bunch of beers. And I think you'll be very, very, very happy you did that. So go to infusionbrewing.com. Check out the hours of their tasting room. I think they open up at 4. And then head on out 6271 South 118th Street, just south of the interstate when you drive right by Oak Hills Country Club. It's on the left-hand side on the south side. So check it out. That's Infusion Brewing, infusionbrewing.com. A very good segment there with Joe, who was smoking it. I like where he went. He took some upsets. Joe took some upsets, which is good. I don't know why we're having a problem with the sound. It's working fine on my end, and usually I'm the one who has the problem with it. So we're hoping to get AJ back here in a minute. Before we do, let me take care of a little housekeeping here. As I mentioned, you got the we got everything figured out as far as the scoring. So it's 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4, 5, and then 10 for the championship. So we got that figured out. Tomorrow we have a massive selection of pickers. So we have Dave Ullman, my partner over at Bracketville, that'll be a lot of fun. We're going to have Heath Gunderson, inventor of Blue Jay Banner. And then we're going to have Casey Beck, who was part of the people that we asked, hey, anybody want to join, jump in, and Casey definitely wants to do it, so he will be on tomorrow as well. So that'll be nice try. Today, hopefully we get AJ here, and if not, we're going to have Pete Berkland, another fan that wanted to jump in on this. So Pete will join us here in a little bit. All right.
Hey, Tim, can you hear me okay?
Beautiful. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
He cannot hear me.
I can hear you
Yeah,
now.
I can hear you. You good? We're all good? Oh, wow. Technology's working.
Computer was having
Don't
some
worry,
major
we had
issues
a
this
little
morning.
problem with yeah. Mine was a little slow too, and Joe, we couldn't hear him at first either, and we had to flip things around. So it's just got to be us guys who are not tech nerds would say. It's got to be the cold weather, right?
That's what it is.
Okay.
Definitely that.
Let's see. We are up. Yes, we are. Let's get the bracket up here. I think I've actually figured out the screen sharing after the whole season, AJ. If you don't know AJ's on all of our post games with us. Part of Blue Jay Banner. Did an awesome job this year.
Thanks,
and
Tim.
Continuing to do a great job. All right, AJ, we are ready. Let's go to Duke. Again, just give us the upsets in the first round.
Okay, 1 second here. I had to switch to my phone and I have to log into my computer now. So 1 second.
I got you. Just to mention to people, 9 through 16, any of those seeds win, we're deeming that an upset, and that just speeds things along because we don't have to go over a Duke Siena matchup. Okay.
9 through 16. All right, so I'm gonna pull this.
Yep.
Okay.
You got any 9 through 16s in that first round?
In the East region, I have 9 TCU. I have a little bit of a Big Ten.
That's second one today.
I have a little Big Ten bias, so I tend to pick against them when I have the chance.
I got you.
And then I have USF over Louisville.
Anything else?
And then the last one I have in the East region is UCF
AJ,
over UCLA.
Oh, we lost AJ again. Oh, boy. We lost AJ again. We'll wait to get him back. So AJ's taking TCU. I've watched them about 5 times this year. I just never feel comfortable about them. Ohio State, I just feel like should have won more games than they did. They had some teams down. They've got a terrific player if you haven't seen him. And I just don't know. The NCAA tournament's about guards. So that's why I'm leaning Ohio State here. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for AJ, let's talk about Vino Moss. Vino Moss is a fantastic wine bar. 2 great locations. One in Legacy and one over in Eagle Run. Just south of Maple on 144th, right next to Blue Sushi. And the other one's over in Legacy, just south of Center. Fabulous place. You can't, and I just love the staff that they have there. They take care of you. They're so good. Check them out. They've got everything. Go to vmos.com. Like I always said, they have great recipes. Great recipes paired with their wines. So check that out. And I think you'll really, really, really enjoy everything they have. So check it out. That's Vino Moss and vinomoss.com. AJ, are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Tim. Let's try this again.
All right, so we got. I think we got your whole. Do you got anything besides TCU in that first bracket?
I do. I have South Florida over Louisville. And then
Okay.
I have UCF over UCLA.
Now I like that one. I like that pick because a lot of people are picking UCLA to go a long way, and I'm thinking, I don't know, they might not get out of that first game.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have a Big Ten bias. I kind of pick against the Big Ten.
Okay. All right.
For better or for worse. But
let's move along here. So we got Duke, TCU. You got Duke.
Yes.
Kansas, St. John's in a big matchup.
I have St. John's.
All right. Everybody's going with St. John's. Michigan State and UCF.
I have Michigan State and UConn advancing.
All right. How about UConn, Michigan State, a classic matchup?
I have Michigan State beating them.
Oh, we got rid of the Big Ten bias.
I know, I did for Izzo. January, February, Izzo.
And then Duke and St. John's.
All right, you might hate this. I don't know. St. John's beating Duke.
Joe was with you, who was on earlier. St. John's and Michigan State. Ugh, that's going to be that will be a rock fight right there.
St. John's.
That will be a rock fight.
I have St. John's going to the Final Four.
Yeah, Joe had them too. You're not alone there.
Really? Okay, surprised.
Okay, let's go down to the Florida region. You got any upsets in the first round?
I have Iowa beating Clemson. I have VCU beating North Carolina. Okay, and I think that's it. That's it for this region.
Well, seem to be very popular picks among people.
Well, I mean, North Carolina has the injury, and they just haven't looked that good, and VCU is pretty tough.
Yeah,
so.
I think VCU is going to have a little chip on their shoulder because apparently, had they not won the championship game, they wouldn't have got in. So, all right, we got Houston, St. Mary's.
Houston.
Illinois, VCU.
Illinois. And then I have
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt playing Florida.
Yeah, and we were Joe and I were talking about this earlier. It's just so unfortunate Vanderbilt got into Florida's region. I mean, it's just kind of a screwy job. All right, Florida, Vanderbilt.
I have Florida and Houston.
All right, and who you got winning that one?
Houston.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Something different. All right.
Florida is a very good team, but I just thought I watched them a lot in the beginning of the year when they kind of struggled, and I just have a bias in my mind now for that. But
yep. All right. Let's go over to Arizona region.
Yes. So upset wise, I have High Point over Wisconsin.
Oh, now that's on the internet anyway. It's a popular pick. However, as I told Joe, this world is littered with ripped up brackets if you don't take Wisconsin in the Sweet 16 every single solitary year. All right. What
High Point scores 90 points a game, just so you know. No, nothing else on that side, upset wise.
All right.
So then I have Arizona beating
put together that High Point team, right?
Oh, I do.
Our very own
I'm familiar.
Pretty much recruited all those guys. All right.
I have Arizona beating Villanova.
Okay.
I have Arkansas beating High Point.
Got it.
I have Gonzaga beating BYU.
Got it.
Mainly because of injuries. I have Purdue beating Miami.
All right. So we're pretty chalky there. All right.
If BYU was healthy, I would pick them to beat Gonzaga.
Yeah. Hard to gauge. Purdue, Zaga.
Purdue.
And
I don't love Gonzaga this year. And then I have Arizona beating Arkansas.
Okay.
And Arizona going to the Final Four.
Out there in this next game, Arizona, Purdue.
Arizona going to the Final Four.
All right. A very popular pick, Arizona. So that you know what that means. They're going to go out in like the second round.
Probably.
Yeah, because everybody's picking them. That's usually.
But you can't make your picks based on what other people do. You know, you got to just trust your gut.
Oh, I know. I mean, if you look at them, I just think they're
incredible.
on the TV show the other night. I picked him. All right. The Michigan region.
All right. So I have 9 St. Louis winning.
It's a tough one for me. I don't know how to go on that one.
I don't either, but St. Louis is a more fun team to me than Georgia. So,
well, you're doing good though, because you got to take at least 2 9s, and I think you did. So you're good.
and then I have I wanted to take Akron over Texas Tech, but I felt it got too trendy, and yeah, I don't know. I think Texas Tech is really, really good, so I went with Tech. And then Santa Clara over Kentucky.
It's another popular one this morning. Okay. And,
so,
how about Iowa State and Santa Clara?
Iowa State.
All right. Virginia and Bama. I'm sorry, no, Virginia and
Tennessee.
No, I'm sorry, Virginia and Tennessee.
There you go. I have Tennessee winning.
Ooh, okay. Cool. I think Virginia's way overrated.
I do too.
Okay. And then Bama and Michigan.
I have Texas Tech beating Alabama.
Oh.
Alabama's best player is going to be not playing because he's in jail.
Oh, I don't know that he's their best player.
And then I have Michigan beating St. Louis.
Player. And Wright, you could argue Wright's right up there too. So, anyway, I hear they got problems going on there. But you know what? Oates has dealt with this before. It seems like every year somebody shoots somebody or something, you know. Michigan and Texas Tech. Oh, no. We've lost AJ again. AJ is totally frozen in time. We'll give AJ a shot to come back here. Da, 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 da. This is great, isn't it? Isn't it great? All right, we're gonna just take the rest of AJ's over line, okay? All right, we're having a little problem here. Just bear with me. And we're waiting for Pete. He should be on here in a second. Pete Berkland, one of the our guests from just our fandom out here. So that's very nice. Pete's going to join us. All right, I think we're going to call this right now. We're going to stop, and we will do another segment right after this with Pete's bracket, okay? And we'll wrap up with AJ's. So thanks for listening. We'll be right back with you.